Hi, and welcome to this first video on authenticity and fulfillment. Why do I bring these two together? Because they are siblings, sister and brother. How I will structure this session here, it will have a theoretical part, so we will think about bringing thoughts and rearranging them to see a bigger picture what authenticity means, how to go there, same with fulfillment, and then a practical aspect, how we can practice authenticity, transform our life. As mentioned, this video series serves nothing than exactly this, how we understand concepts to apply them into our everyday life, to experience us developing, growing, being fulfilled. Okay, ready? And we will start with this fulfillment. Fulfillment literally means to be fulfilled, full by something. Opening the question, by what? Okay. Fulfillment, to say eternally fulfilled, means we are fulfilled with our essence. What drives us, what gives us a spark of growth. They say, do what you love. And they mean this, that we fulfill ourselves by what gives us energy. When you do something that you love, you are uplifted just by this doing, meaning you lose no energy on doing it. You're carried by something that tells you, I am on the right path. I am expanding. Okay? So the first breadcrumb, how to find what fulfills you, is to ask, where am I feeling an expansion within when I think to something or I even do something? Okay, this is the first aspect, how we can find such a thing. You do something and you feel a shrinking, like, your loss of energy, also by your mind kicking in saying, I should probably do something else. Then this will tell you how to navigate. Okay? When you are in the midst of your life right now, trying to change your life, and you felt like, I lost the bigger picture. I do this, I feel an expansion, but then I'm not sure about it anymore. And then I do this, I feel an expansion. Here is another cue, another breadcrumb. What was your first dream? Your first impulse on becoming? Okay. You can write it down, or you can just pause and think, where did I first felt I want to become this? Or when I started my journey, either incarnating as a child or before or after school, graduating, there was a dream that you shaped. Okay? So what I want to emphasize on here is the power of the first impulse, of the first dream coming here. Okay, so if this all would be a dream, what would you like to see unfolding within? Doing this will fulfill your being, and you will resonate in the state of fulfillment. Okay? I am fulfilled doing this. When I am doing this, I am fulfilled. Write this down, okay? If there are multiple options, write multiple options and prioritize them, okay? So, and let this, what it is, come not only from your mind thinking, but from your essence, yeah? Where do you feel an expansion, or felt or had a desire when an earlier version of you drafted your future? Okay, so we go in that depth that is beyond your thinking, because this depth we need to harvest all the fulfillment, all the potential. This is why you are here, yeah? And in this video we will bring all this truth in, okay? And now we're progressing to authenticity and truth, okay? What your inner truth is what you feel an expansion in, okay? So how to become authentic, yeah? And we love authenticity. Why? Because it's connected to truth, yeah? Authenticity means I do what I feel. And what I feel is what is my truth, what is my expansion. Okay? So an authentic person, yeah, and you know who is authentic around you. Why? Because you can feel that they are operating on their truth. You feel an expansion being with them in a room, because they will speak and ideally act on what they feel is expanding within them. Okay? So how to become an authentic person is sensing where is your expansion within and thinking about it, speaking about it, and very important, acting on it. That, my friend, is all the magic that you feel when there's an authentic person in that room. Yeah, everybody wants to spend time or wonders about that energy. Yeah, and what I try to do here, yeah, is explain, yeah, that it is not matched to that person, that personality per se. So we need to become the person, yeah. And our mind, gosh, confused this enough, including me. I spent probably 5 years trying to become a personality, yeah. Now figuring that thing what they do, what makes you spark and think to them, want to become that them, yeah, is not their personality, but they are operating on their inner mechanism of expansion, okay, on their own truth. Okay, it is really that simple, and you feel how things are opening, yeah, and questions come out of what this room I'm sharing, that thoughts I'm sharing. What is your expansion, yeah, your truth? And now as we're going into practical, which, and this is important, and I will speak now about relationships, which relationships allow you to be naturally expansion, yeah, and which relationships are you feel in shrinking. Okay? The path towards authenticity is nothing else than transforming slowly in your time the relationships, the rooms you are in, from they're shrinking and I don't feel either I have enough room or the room matches my room inside. Yeah. And how to actively change those rooms. Okay? Very important. How do you do this? Yeah. And I explain why relationships are so important, because they are our mirrors. Okay, they define our feeling about our reality. Okay, so when you look now in your life, yeah, all your relationships give you a feeling about yourself. In case you feel unhappy, unfulfilled or unseen in life, is because you have no relationships or too little relationships that mirror this feeling that you are expressing, acting on your expansion and receiving this as a mirror from your relationships. Okay? Relationships are contained in different clusters. Yeah, there's business, private, romantic. Okay, I will deepen that in other videos. Yeah, but the goal of your being, my friend, is to let them become one, and to become one person that is always guided by their inner expansion and anchored in their feeling of their own truth. Okay? That is when you are authentic, because you're connected with your truth, not anybody's else's truth. You are speaking and acting from that place, and this is fulfilling you because it gives you a natural, and I say a natural expansion. It is not only your energy physically that you feel in that state, but a higher form that operates through you, that is your essence. Yeah, some call it the soul, the intuition, the divinity, name it as you want it. Yeah. What we do here is we give room to this emotion, that energy, and allow our being to be fulfilled by it, bringing it in all our rooms, in all our relationships. Okay, my friend? So much about the theory.